Are they going to get the ball up in time? Clark for the win! Yeah!
Her roommate, Clark, pump fake, rises, and...
Caitlin. Secure defensive boards. LSU, an outstanding offensive rebounding team.
Clark, cut it! Well, with numbers, here's Clark, catch, fire, and...
Few shifts, a downshift there, the deceleration, and the finish at the rim.
Clark goes behind her back to get from her, catching around that 15-foot area.
Clark, cut!
And the way that makes her a threat from so many different places on the floor. Clark, little mid-range, poke on it. Here's Clark firing.
That was a pretty good team.
That was pretty.
What made that team so good, you two?
Clark pulls off that screen.
Clark over Horston, hits it. Can't hit on three. She's got 9, 8, and 5 right now. Clark with the step back deep two. Career last season. Clark gets away with a little push.
All kinds of three-point records last year. Here's Caitlin Clark driving.
Clark working on Van Loo. Oh, Clark, pretty step back. Hits it. Clark. 6 to shoot. Backing down. Clark leans in and bang. And now Clark comes up with a steal. Clark thought about pulling up from 3. Will dip inside and...
Caitlin Clark plays basketball with a kind of confidence that feels unstoppable. Tonight, she didn't just step on the floor. She took control of it. From the opening minutes, she showed why she's the player everyone comes to watch, the one who makes the crowd hold its breath whenever the ball touches her hands. Her shooting was the first statement. Deep threes, quick pull-ups, shots off the dribble. It didn't matter where she was on the court, Caitlin had defenders second-guessing themselves. Guard her too close, and she blew by. Give her even a fraction of space, and the ball was flying through the net.
Here is Clark. She will launch and barrel. Clark drags her out, races in. Clark will lay it hot. 45 blocks last year. Clark for 3.
Get one. Now Will from Boston splits the double team. She'll flip it up with the right hand and score.
Before the Liberty fell to the Aces in 4 games. Clark, cut it!
3 by percentage than her teammate Kayla McBride.
Clark takes... Clark, a little bit of daylight after 3 quarters. Okay, beautiful.
Only 3 points in the second half. She had 13 in the first half, but has picked up a triple-double here today.
And experience on the interior.
Clark on the drive, gets in.
Good job by Cunningham to quickly get on Clark.
Clark sinks the screen and got the...
I'm going to get Chuck. Backdoor. Clark lays 15 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists herself. Clark a bomb.
From 3 for the Sparks, 0 for 9. And her career at multiple levels. Tina Charles just had 2 points.
Dangerous pass. It's Clark who's off to the races. And Caitlin Clark pulls.
Clark has space. She's going to let it fly.
The pace starts to pick up here from Indy. The hesitation. Clark gets to...
I'm not quite sure who is benefiting. I guess we have to say the Wings right now because they're up.
Clark with it. We got a tie ball game. Clark buckets.
It sure was. Top 4 scorers at the college level here.
For Connecticut.
Caitlin Clark.
Because she got 2 in the first quarter against Connecticut.
Clark.
Nice backdoor.
That's what Krista Gerlich told me about you at Texas Tech. They wanted the offensive...
And Clark penetrating.
Good turnover for rookies like Clark, and she weaves her way inside.
And be her balance so well around the basket.
There's Caitlin Clark.
Leavish hounding Clark. Clark, step back 3.
That combination of range and confidence makes her one of the toughest players in basketball to contain. But what really sets her apart is that she's not just a scorer. Her passing was just as brilliant tonight. On fast breaks, she delivered pinpoint passes that turned defense into easy offense. In the half court, she found cutters with no-look dimes and spotted open shooters the moment a defense rotated late. Caitlin sees the floor like a chess master, always 3 moves ahead. Her leadership was clear too. When the game tightened, Caitlin never panicked. She slowed things down, set her teammates up, and picked her spots perfectly.
Kelsey Plum combining for 42 of Vegas's 61 points. For Caitlin Clark. The runner falls
to her spots of being able to affect that defense.
Clark is coming off the master.
Isolation here for Mitchell. Clark
A third, and we saw in the first half, and that's affected their pace.
Clark outside.
the weak side, but she comes off a pin down here, wide open.
Here's Clark, catch, fire, and
You can do as a defender is not give it to her.
Clark.
Stay loose.
Back city on defense that has started this run for Atlanta. The help side's got to be there.
Caitlin Clark asks for the ball,
And with Noelle Quinn, as you mentioned, no challenge.
Clark, 3-ball in the way.
Clark from the blind side. The steal and a bucket.
For the floor. Clark basketball. 9 total points in the game. Sets it back from 3.
To find a body on Reese.
Clark gets freed up.
That poise under pressure is what makes her such a special player. Not only does she score, but she lifts her entire team's confidence. The highlight moment of the night came in crunch time. With the defense draped all over her, Caitlin stepped back beyond the arc and launched a high-arcing three. Swish! The crowd erupted, her teammates fed off the energy, and you could feel the game tilt in her favor instantly. That's the power of her game. She can shift momentum with a single shot.
Take it. Only 3 to shoot. Gonna have to make something happen. Clark through the lane.
See Katie Lou after last night's game, so today really the first time they're seeing her.
Interesting, and I think it's helped her teammates find more confidence.
Yeah, I was just about to say that big hand that's right in her face, and Clark will take it right. 3-ball as well. Kenna Warnock, I've said this time and time again, I think she's one of the...
Been moved to the basket before shooting.
Clark.
Shelley is right in her pocket.
Clark floats it up like it. Absolutely, there's nowhere to cut to.
Just over a week ago, surpassed 1,500 career points as Clark.
Clark with the step back three. Pulled out crowd once again here at Carver Hawkeye. Clark creating.
Clark in transition. Clark for 3. We're holding for one final shot. Clark sizing it up to take.
By the final buzzer, Caitlin had reminded everyone once again why she's not just a star, she's a force. Her blend of deep shooting, playmaking, and composure earned another game into her personal showcase. Caitlin Clark doesn't just play basketball, she redefines it every time she takes the floor. Tonight was yet another masterpiece from one of the brightest talents the game has ever seen.
Joyner slips, and that let just to the wide
Of the post position for Iowa over the years.
Clark has speed.